Hello, my friends. I want to present you one set which I painted. It's an unusual set. One lady, her name is Jackie Flynn, she asked me to paint for her some stones which present my life, what was happened during 1 year with me. So I didn't paint for 1 month because I thought a lot, and now I can to tell you my story. So you just need several minutes to look at it. So it starts 23rd of February last year, when my friend Zuleika called me and told, you know, that the war will start. I told her that I know that something terrible happened, but I still don't believe that it will happen. So she asked me to paint a picture for her, and I painted that picture. Now I presented the image on the stone when we all world prayed war not to start a lot. But then it's happened that the war came. It was terrible first month, and we should gather our children and hide on our summer house in winter. It was really very cold there. We tried to find water. Our bathroom and toilet was outside. It was very cold, it was frosty, and we had 3 children and 11 persons. We lived in a small house and tried to understand what is happened. When we understood that situation became very bad, we decided to send out our children, and this sunflower became like a symbol of terrible situation in Ukraine, and the birds are symbols of help from people from other countries. And it was first picture during the war I painted. So we decided to send out our children, and this was the first most painful moment when I sent out my son David. It was heartbroken feeling. It was very difficult for me. It's still very difficult for me because we are separate, and he is a teenager, and 1 year I was spending without him and he without me. But on the first of the day of the war, my son should go to army, my oldest son Dmitry. So this picture also presents me the dream for each mom, which child is in army. Also this good picture presents relationship my son and his wife. So I am living now between 2 sons. One is a bird, and the second one is in the war. So it really very strong images for me. And the situation is the same for very many people from our country. When many women and children should to stay in other countries and hide, and many men should stay to fight for our independence. It's mean that we started to pray a lot, and on these stones the pictures shows that prayer of million people here in Ukraine and the board ascending to protect our land. And also these hearts can have meaning of our support, because we do a lot of volunteer work and try to do as more as possible to support our boys, because there are so many my ex-pupils in the war. I was a teacher for many years, so very many my pupils now at the war, and we always call to each other and try to understand where are they, and try to help them, to treat them, and do many other things. And I like also this stone which shows that we are much stronger than we think. And I see that there is very positive stone, because in the shadow of our sadness and pain, we have a lot of people which are standing with us, and there are also many friends from Facebook and my colleagues which really stands behind us, because all my friends, colleagues, psychologists, they are all work really very hard, and we cannot see the picture from other side. So this picture presents the same, that there are also many people which really have pain and ready to help all my people here. So this wonderful picture presents our day life, when we during many months, already 1 year, hide. Each time when we hear alarms, it can be 5-6 times in a day, we hide. And one day it's happened that my house was broken. It was happened twice. One time in September, and the second time it was in January. Now I cannot live in my house, because our town is attacked each day and each night by Russian rockets. And also when it's happened in January 9, all windows, all doors and roof were broken. So we just put some wooden boards on a roof, on the windows, but I think you can imagine how cold and dark now in the house, because all is closed. And I personally felt like this, and the hope, the thinking about my children, it helps me to stand up and go. This picture presents my feeling that of course we try to smile, but we always feel sad, because our cemeteries are full of graves of our soldiers. So many people died during this war, and I say that, the house is broken, is okay. The most important is when your children are alive. But I really understand that when you have no house where you can live, it's really sad. So we understand that angel and God saved us from this greatest explosion when the house was broken. We were all full of many pieces of glass, and it was really a miracle that we were not standing close to the window, because we just could died. 1 second and we were lying on the floor, laying on the floor in the room where there wasn't windows, so we could be saved, and we understand that God saved us. So our country looks like this picture, and the awful Russian snakes want to bite it. But we all Ukrainians believe that we just need to stop this war, and we rebuild everything, and our country will be much more beautiful. But sometimes we need to do this, because the war is still live, and it's impossible to live 392 days in such a terrible situation. What is the light for me? The light for me is my painting. Now we live in another city, so we can even sleep peacefully. Of course we have alarms, but it's not so dangerous that in our town. But first 10 months Mykolaiv was extremely destroyed. Schools, museums, institutes, factories, all was destroyed, and Mykolaiv is still without fresh water. All water in the sinks and bathroom is salty from the sea. So we buy fresh water, and we can wash ourselves only from bottles, not from the bathroom. And the last pictures presents the hope of all our people, because the rainbow for me is the sign that it will never repeat. And this one sweet with my cat. And this cat present me like I and cat means that our family will be together, even cats and guinea pigs and dogs. And this presents like very good, by the way, stones. I like it very much. It presents different kind of tree, and I think it's very good stone. You can check yourself in what condition you are now. I still feel fruitful, and I still have big heart for people around, and I don't want to feel like this, because I still believe that we must fight, and I think it's a good way to help other people to run from depression. And I see many people here around me which hide and trembling, and they really have different disease now, disorders. They cannot sleep, eat, so many difficult things happens with them. So it's just small explaining my beautiful set. It's my own personal set, and I think you will like it. Bye bye.